Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do ratio analysis and we are going to focus on MCQs for grade 12. First of all, when we are focusing on MCQs, you should know the basic things. First is the current ratio. Current ratio is equals to current assets over current liabilities. Then there is quick ratio. So when we talk about quick ratio, it is equals to quick assets over current liabilities. Then, when we talk about these ratios, you have one question with us. Current ratio is equals to 2:1, and it is given current assets is equals to 20,000. So you are asked to calculate the current liabilities. So how will you calculate? The easiest formula, current ratio. Current ratio is equals to 2:1, current assets over current liabilities, and here it is given current assets as 20,000. We will just do it in one step. Cancel. This is 3,000. So current liabilities is equals to 10,000. This is the easiest way we have done to calculate the current liabilities. And next, after calculating these, the other way in which the current liabilities could be asked is in the form, the other way in which the current liabilities could be asked, that is with the help of working capital. Suppose current ratio is given to us and working capital is given to us. This is the latest question which is being asked. Current ratio is given and working capital is given. Now when we talk about this question, first of all you should understand the basic concept how to solve it, because this is the difficult question and it requires two steps to do it. So in this question, current ratio is 2:1 and net working capital is 60,000. So the question would be solved as working capital is equals to current assets minus current liabilities. So working capital is 60,000 and current assets minus current liabilities. So what we will do, we will formulate it. CL is equals to 60,000 minus CA, the basic equation, and then we have the current ratio. This is step 1 we are doing, and in step 2 what we have to do, we have to find out the current ratio. So current ratio is given to us 2:1. Formula is current assets over current liabilities, and now we will use this equation because current liabilities is how much? 60,000. So we will equate 2/1 current assets. Similarly, from here we will write 60,000 minus current assets. When we will equate, we will cross multiply these two. 60,000 into 2, 1,20,000 minus 2CA is equals to CA. Then what we will do, we will similarly write CA, we will calculate it. So we will write 1,20,000 CA plus 2CA is equals to 3CA. 3CA is equals to 1,20,000. So we will divide by 3. Current assets is equals to 40,000. But this is not the right way to approach this question. This will give you the wrong answer. Reason to solve this question is, this is not the right approach, because when we are following this approach, it is easily given. So from here it is incorrect. That is why I am solving this question. Let's read again. It is given CR 2:1, current assets over current liabilities. It is given. Then we will use this CA. So 2:1 CA over 60,000 minus CA. We will cross multiply. after the cross multiplication it is 1,20,000 minus 2 CA is equals to CA. This is correct. Till here it is very easy. Now after this you need not do anything. So after this you will get, after solving this equation you will get the answer, and that is CA is equals to 1,20,000. CA is equals to 1,20,000, and if CA is given to us, so this is not the right approach to do the question. Reason being, we have done certain mistake. It is CA minus 60,000 here. So let's again see this question. This was the wrong approach which I was wanted to show you. This is not the correct approach. This is the wrong approach. Now you will see how I solve it again. This is the most important question asked in an MCQ for 1 mark, and it requires full amount of concentration. Again, current ratio is equals to 2:1 is equals to current assets over current liabilities. Then working capital is equals to current assets minus current liabilities, right? Current assets, working capital is 60,000. So this minus CA we will write plus CA is equals to CA, right? Correct? Then after this is the step number 1. Then after this, when we will solve it, what we need to find out? We need to find out the value of current assets and current liabilities. This is asked in question. So after writing this first equation, we will write it in the second equation. CR is equals to 2:1 is equals to CA over CA. So 2/1, what is the value of CA? 60,000 plus current liabilities over CA. So this is 2CA is equals to 60,000 plus CL. So CL minus CL is equals to 60,000. This is the one answer we are getting. Second answer we will get. So we will compute the value in this equation, although we can do it already. 2/1 current assets over current liabilities. Current liabilities is how much? 60,000. And current assets is equals to how much? We will cross multiply. Current assets is equals to 1,20,000. So this is the easiest approach to solve this question, to find out the current assets and current liabilities. Although this question is of 1 mark, but the correct working is really very important. Now after this, when I want to further discuss the ratios with you, this is the working capital management we are talking about. So till now what we have done, we have done the current ratio. We know the formula of quick ratio. This is the quick recap, and then we have the formula of working capital management. This is the easiest way. Other easiest question which could be asked from here is stock turnover. So if stock turnover ratio is given, they can ask you to find out the net sales. Stock turnover ratio is given is equals to 8, and the value of average stock is given 10,000. So they can ask you to find out what? They can ask you to find out net sales. Now how to calculate net sales? It is very important. Whoever knows the formula of stock turnover average stock over net sales. So stock turnover is how much? 8. Average stock is how much? 10,000. Net sales we can find out. We will multiply both of these. Easiest way, net sales. This is the one way to find out the stock turnover. But again here, this is the incorrect way. I am always telling you the incorrect way. Then secondly, I tell you the correct way. This is my way to deal with accounts. So who will tell me the formula for stock turnover? When we are talking about turnover ratios, it is very easy to tell that in any turnover ratio, whether it is stock turnover or any turnover ratio, in numerator there is always net sales. In numerator there is always net sales. In denominators it is the other value. So similarly, this is the what I wanted to tell. It is net sales over average stock. So net sales is how much? Net sales we have to find out. So we will write it. Average stock is how much? 10,000. And stock turnover is 8. Easily you can cross multiply these two. And net sales. Net sales is how much? 80,000. So this is the easiest formula for stock turnover ratio. Then after stock turnover ratio, then we are talking about these ratios. An important thing to understand is EBIT. What is ICR? ICR is interest coverage ratio. What is ICR? So what we have covered till now, we have covered the stock turnover ratio. So this is the review I am giving you side by side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth point is ICR. ICR is what? Interest coverage ratio. Now when we talk about interest coverage ratio, you should know that to calculate the interest coverage ratio, it is EBIT over interest on debt. It is similarly EBIT, earning before interest and tax, over interest on debt. Now here I would like to tell earning before interest and tax. When we are calculating the earnings in a cash flow statement or in a fund flow statement or in a balance sheet, the earnings, suppose these are the earnings before interest and tax. After earnings, what we minus? Interest. After that we minus tax. After that we minus depreciation. Right? This is the sequence. But which earnings we are taking? We are taking these. Interest, earning before interest and tax in case of interest coverage ratio. Right? After this we will do one more important question, and that is really very important because that is again the current ratio, and from current ratio we have to find out the quick assets. So who knows the second formula about quick ratio, they will come to know. They will formulate an equation. First of all, what is the need of question? The need of question is quick ratio. Quick ratio is the need of the question, right? Now how we will come to quick ratio? First of all, current ratio is given and value of stock is given. Quick ratio, quick assets we can say. It is not quick ratio, it is the quick assets we need to find out, and that is very interesting. We need to find out the quick assets, right? When we have to find out the quick assets, the important thing to understand is that current ratio is given 2:1. stock is given 7,000, right? This is going very easy. The question is telling itself till now. Then the question arises, creditors are given, unpaid expenses are given. So we are getting so many things. Creditors are given 10,000, unpaid expenses are given 1,000. Now, first of all, to think, we should know what are quick assets. For the solution, I think the space would be little less. Let me see. Yeah, I have divided it into two pages. This is page 1. This is page 2. I have less space, so I have formatted it. In page 1, so we have to find the quick assets. Let's find out the formula. Quick assets is equals to, what is quick assets? Quick assets is basically the stock that is called the quick assets. That is given 7,000. So my question arises, if quick assets are given, then why we need to find out the quick assets? अगर quick assets की वैल्यू दी हुई है, फिर हम quick assets को भी फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं. तो मेरा यहाँ पे एक सिंपल सा सोल्यूशन है कि quick assets, ये वैल्यू हमें सिर्फ स्टॉक की दी है. ये वैल्यू हमें सिर्फ स्टॉक की दी है. क्विक एसेट्स में प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस या अदर करंट एसेट्स भी आते हैं, वो चीज़ें भी आती हैं. तो क्विक एसेट्स की वैल्यू हमें फाइंड आउट करनी है. अब यहाँ से मैंने एक सोल्यूशन दे दिया कि अदर करंट एसेट्स की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करनी पड़ेगी, राइट? तो इसके लिए हमें यहाँ पे चीज़ दी हुई है करंट रेशियो, और ये क्रेडिटर्स और अनपेड एक्सपेंसेस मतलब ये दोनों हमें क्या दी हुई है, करंट लायबिलिटीज. तो एक तरह से हमारे पास करंट लायबिलिटीज की वैल्यू आ जाएगी 10,000 प्लस 1,000. 10,000 हो गई क्रेडिटर्स की, 1,000 है अनपेड एक्सपेंसेस की, 11,000 हमें आ गई करंट लायबिलिटीज. ठीक है. अब हमारे पास करंट रेशियो भी दी हुई है, तो वहाँ से अगर करंट रेशियो दी हुई है 2:1, फिर वही करेंगे CA ओवर CL. ठीक है. CA ओवर CL कर लिया हमने, तो इसके बाद क्या होगा, CA ओवर CL हमने कर लिया, करंट एसेट्स की वैल्यू यहाँ से फाइंड आउट हो जाएगी इजीली. सो हमारे पास करंट एसेट्स की क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन से वैल्यू कितनी आ गई, करंट एसेट्स की 22,000. ठीक है. अब करंट एसेट्स की वैल्यू तो हमारे पास आ गई है 22,000. अब हमें स्टॉक की वैल्यू भी पता है. ठीक है. तो हमें क्विक एसेट्स की वैल्यू क्या है, इसी को यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं. क्विक एसेट्स की वैल्यू पे कैसे आएंगे, सबसे पहले हम जो करंट एसेट्स हैं उसमें से स्टॉक माइनस कर दो, तो क्विक एसेट्स आ जाएंगे, क्योंकि क्विक एसेट्स में स्टॉक नहीं आते. ठीक है. तो करंट एसेट्स कितने हैं, 22,000 के, स्टॉक की वैल्यू कितनी है 7,000 की. तो इन दोनों को माइनस किया तो हमारा आंसर आ गया 15,000 रुपया फॉर द क्विक एसेट्स. दिस इज द इजीएस्ट थिंग आई नीडेड टू टेल यू. तो हमने इसके साथ एक और चीज कवर कर ली है. ICR के बाद हमने क्विक एसेट्स भी कवर कर ली है. ICR भी होगी, क्विक एसेट्स भी होगी. 6 टॉपिक हो गए. 7 टॉपिक करेंगे आज हम टोटल. 7 टॉपिक करने के बाद देन वी विल कम टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. वेरी इजी टॉपिक आई एम टेलिंग यू. चलो 2 टॉपिक्स और कर देते हैं. वन इज अर्निंग प्राइस पर शेयर. अब अर्निंग प्राइस पर शेयर क्या होता है, अर्निंग प्राइस पर शेयर इज इक्वल टू नेट प्रॉफिट ओवर नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी. ये सारा यू विल डू इट. आफ्टर दिस we have the other topic, that is EPS. EPS, earning price per share. Anyone interested for financial or stock market, they should know what is EPS. The 7 point EPS. EPS is earning price per share. So दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अर्निंग प्राइस पर शेयर। अर्निंग प्राइस पर शेयर कैसे निकलेगी? अर्निंग प्राइस पर शेयर निकालने का सिंपल फॉर्मूला है नेट प्रॉफिट ओवर नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी। जो तुम्हारा नेट प्रॉफिट है उसको हमने डिवाइड करना है नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी के साथ, तो हमारी निकलेगी अर्निंग प्राइस पर शेयर। सपोज नेट प्रॉफिट कितना है 20,000, नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी 10,000, तो ईपीएस कितनी आ गई ₹2। इजीएस्ट क्वेश्चन, तो हमने साथ में चीज किया था अर्निंग प्राइस पर शेयर, दैट इज वेरी इजी। इसके अलावा हमने आज करनी है पे आउट रेशो। अब पे आउट रेशो कैसे निकलती है? पे आउट रेशो के लिए तुम्हारे पास दो चीज़ें होनी ज़रूरी है, एक ईयरली डिविडेंड और एक ईपीएस। ईपीएस मैंने यहाँ पे सिखा दिया, 2 आ गया, ईपीएस 2 आ गया, इसको याद रखना। अगला क्वेश्चन जो है इसमें निकालना है वो है पे आउट रेशो, ठीक है। अब इसी से निकलेगा इसी से हमारा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन निकलता है, दैट इज पे आउट रेशो। पे आउट रेशो में ईपीएस की नॉलेज होनी जरूरी है, तो द आंसर इज यस। तो पे आउट रेशो में ईपीएस नीचे आना चाहिए और ऊपर क्या आना चाहिए? ऊपर हमें किस चीज की वैल्यू पता होनी चाहिए? ईयरली डिविडेंड पर शेयर। ईयरली डिविडेंड पर शेयर। अब क्वेश्चन बहुत इजी है, पिछले क्वेश्चन में से हमें पता है ईपीएस की वैल्यू ₹2 है। अब हमारे पास जो काम है दैट इज ईयरली डिविडेंड। हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द ईयरली डिविडेंड, दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एंड क्रूशियल थिंग। जब हमने ईयरली डिविडेंड की कैलकुलेशन करनी है तो तुम्हें सबसे पहले 3-4 चीजें दी होंगी। वन इज नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स, नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स दिए हुए हैं 10,000, देन नेक्स्ट इज वैल्यू ईच शेयर की ₹10। फिर वहां पे दिया हुआ है जो डिविडेंड है 10% ऑफ शेयर्स। ऑब्वियसली डिविडेंड पूरी अमाउंट पे तो मिलेगा नहीं, शेयर्स की कुछ वैल्यू पे मिलेगा। तो यहाँ पे हमने इजीली कैलकुलेट किया, सॉरी वैल्यू ईच 10 है, it is not 10,000. I do the mistake so that you are able to learn the question. Yes. So number of shares कितने? 10% of shares करेंगे 1 lakh into 10%, ये कितनी वैल्यू आ जाएगी? It will be 10,000. So 10% of shares हमारे पास 10,000 वैल्यू आ गई। अब उसने पूछा ईयरली डिविडेंड पर शेयर, मतलब अभी तक हम ईयरली डिविडेंड पर शेयर तक नहीं पहुंचे, अभी तक हमने सिर्फ डिविडेंड कैलकुलेट किया है। जब हमने पहुंचना है ईयरली डिविडेंड, ये ईयरली डिविडेंड का मैंने इतना काम करवा दिया आपको। अब ईयरली डिविडेंड के बाद मैंने ऐड कर दी पर शेयर। अब ईयरली डिविडेंड पर शेयर कितना होगा और कैसे कैलकुलेट होगा? इट इज ईयरली डिविडेंड चाहिए पर शेयर में, तो सबसे पहले तुम्हें क्या करना है, 10,000 को फिर से डिवाइड करेंगे, है ना, ईयरली डिविडेंड पर शेयर। इस क्वेश्चन को बड़े ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा बिकॉज टोटल डिविडेंड तो हमारे पास निकल आया 1 लाख, है ना। उसके बाद हमने ईयरली डिविडेंड पर शेयर कैलकुलेट करना है। डिविडेंड पेड इज 10% मीन्स 10,000। तो द मोस्ट इजीएस्ट वे, तो ये जो है वी वर करेक्ट, ये ईयरली डिविडेंड पर शेयर निकल गया 10,000 का, 10,000 डिवाइडेड बाय 2। अब उसने मांगी है रेशो। रेशो जाहिर सी बात है ऑप्शंस में से हमने देखा वो है परसेंटेज में, समझ रहे हो ना। पहले ईयरली डिविडेंड पर शेयर ओवर ईपीएस कर दिया, वो हमारे पास वैल्यू है 5,000 की। 5000 की वैल्यू एक आई, फिर उसको परसेंटेज में करना है तो व्हाट यू विल डू, डिवाइडेड बाय 100 कर दें. So the answer is how much? 50% is the dividend payout ratio. So this is the correct answer. So हमने 8th टॉपिक आज कर लिया पे आउट रेशियो का. इसके अलावा रेशियोज में ये जो क्वेश्चन है these are all numerical and these are going to be just of 1 marks. So make sure you are not fumbled from the length of the answers. You are just enjoying the steps. That is the important point when we are doing the ratios chapter. Then another important thing when we are doing the ratios, that is when we are doing the ratios, the another important thing, the accounting convention everyone knows, average stock over COGS. Stock turnover we have already done, current assets over current liabilities we have already done, liquidity ratio is 1:1. Then creditors plus unpaid amount we all know, average debtors we all know, shareholders fund over total assets is equals to solvency ratio, long-term liabilities equals to interest coverage ratios are covered in long-term liabilities are covered in interest coverage ratios. Yeah, one important thing, 9th point, this is the important MCQ, stock turnover. If the stock turnover ratio increases, this is the easiest way, means there is one option that the stock is sold slowly. This is the one option. Second option is there, stock is sold fast. Revenue is generated. So this is the important thing. Stock turnover ratio, stock is sold fast and revenue is generated is the right answer, because if the stock turnover ratio is higher, it means stock is sold at very fast pace and revenue is generated very easily. So the 9th point I am covering the theory, 10th point also I am covering the theory. This is stock turnover, and in the 10th point what we will do, this is the stock turnover ratio we have covered. In the 10th point we will cover one important thing in case of that is in case of ratios. That is the simple question. That is the simple and the most important question when we talk about selling inventory on account will cause the quick ratio too. So this is the important question. There is selling of inventory. This is on one part also related to cash flow and also related to ratios. You can say selling of inventory. How will it affect the quick ratio? Selling of inventory, how it will affect the quick ratio? This is the important thing to understand. If there is selling of inventory, will it affect the quick ratio? First question. If it will affect the quick ratio, how will it affect? So when I talk about the quick ratio, the answer is quick assets over current liabilities. This is the formula. In the quick assets, we have inventory with us. So stock is decreasing or increasing. Just make it a point. If the stock is increasing or decreasing, you are not concerned with it. But we are assuming one thing, that there is selling of inventory, and it is in which case it is in case of cash. What we have done, I have asked a simple question. There is selling of inventory. Quick ratio is there. What will be effect on quick ratio? Will it increase? Will it decrease? This is the simplest question, and this is again for 1 marks. So selling of inventory is there. So obvious answer is there. When the selling of inventory is there, quick assets will increase. Why? Because cash will increase And from here the answer comes, because I have already told if the numerator increases, the ratio automatically increases. So this is setting of inventory will have a direct effect on quick ratio, and the quick ratio will increase. So these are the 10 points I have covered today from ratios which were important. I will take one more important lecture on ratios, but till now this is the important thing for ratios I have covered, and these important points need to be covered. Thank you so much.